Good evening, I'm Scott Thuman. Right now in Maryland's capital, state lawmakers are weighing a crucial safety question. Should a teenager who brings a ghost gun to school or commits a robbery or even assaults someone be sent immediately to counseling or to jail? Just this week, police say a 16-year-old shot and wounded a classmate with a ghost gun inside Montgomery County's Wooten High School. He's now charged with attempted murder. And new tonight, 4 teenagers are accused of stealing a vehicle, attempting to take a second one, and stealing alcohol from a business in Lexington Park. 3 are only 14 years old. The other is 16. Referred to Maryland's Department of Juvenile Services and released to their guardians. Tonight, our Brad Bell is in Annapolis with the bill that could change the way these cases are handled.
When a 16-year-old boy was arrested for allegedly shooting a 16-year-old classmate inside Wooten High School Monday, he was charged as an adult. That means the criminal court has jurisdiction over his case and ultimately the consequences. If he was charged as a juvenile, the case would vanish from public view and the outcome would be determined by the State Department of Juvenile Services. And that is how juvenile justice reform advocates want more cases handled. So under a bill which has the support of legislative leadership, 14-year-olds, even those charged with murder, could not be charged as adults. Those 16 and older could only be charged as adults if their crime carried a possible life sentence. Betsy Fox-Tolentino runs the Department of Juvenile Services.
So we're already providing treatment, rehabilitation, and connections in the community or in residential placements for them to get what they need. What this bill does is allow us to do it more efficiently and puts those decisions of what system the young person is going to be served in the hands of a judge.
But all 24 of Maryland's elected state's attorneys opposed the bill. Montgomery County State's Attorney John McCarthy and Baltimore City State's Attorney Ivan Bates were among those testifying against it Thursday in a House Judiciary Committee hearing. Both say Maryland's Department of Juvenile Services doesn't do enough to reform kids who get in serious trouble.
We've had individuals who have been convicted of murder in Montgomery County as juveniles. And there have been cases, and they have been reintroduced back into the community in 8 or 9 months.
So if we have young people doing violent actions and we're not putting them in a system to give them the services to change their behavior, they're just going to come out and potentially do that same behavior, which means our communities will not be safe at all.
Some examples. Under the bill, a kid who is 16 years old or older who does a kidnapping or abduction or is caught with a gun, even a machine gun, would have to be treated as a juvenile. A carjacker or someone who commits a crime that's punishable by a life sentence would still be charged as an adult. Now, a version of this bill failed in the legislature last year, but it does seem to be gaining support. We'll keep an eye on it and let you know what happens. In Annapolis, Brad Bell, 7 News.